Namaskar, Abhishek, once again in Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. Today we are in episode 61. In the last episode, Mahaguru, Maharshi Parashar, just shed some more lights on Vargas, on Dreskon, Hora, and other Vargas also. And he just revealed Matre what is the need for the Vimshopak Bala, why this quantification of the planet's strength in the different Vargas is required in order to understand the influence and effectiveness of each planet in each Vargas. So the idea of Maharshi was to explain the need of Vimshopak Bala, why he is going to reveal that. And this Ashtamadhyay, Varga Vivekadhyay, is known for revelation of Vimshopak Bala, that technique. We will follow the footprint of Maharshi as usual. And today we will witness how Maharshi is going to reveal the technique. So from verse number 17 to 27, Maharshi will reveal the technique, the know-how of the Vimshopak Bala, and in the further verses, he will provide the guidelines, the Aspastikaran guidelines, the Phaladesh guidelines. So we will do the example and interpretation of the Vimshopak Bala. So I have a plan. I restricted myself for the technique today in this episode, and in the next episode, I will discuss the example with the interpretation. So before going into the Guru Kathan, before going with the Maharshi Parashar, it's time to remember the Adi Guru, Guru of the Gurus, and getting his blessings first. Let's come together. Brahma Murari Surarchit Lingam Nirmal Bhasit Sobhit Lingam Janmaja Dukha Vinasakalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Sivalingam. Jai Gurudev, Har Har Mahadev. Now, after getting the blessings from the Mahaguru, we are just going to follow the footprint of great Guru Maharshi Parashar. The basic idea of the Vargas, the system of Vargas, he come up with the 4 systems: Sat Vargas, 6 chart system; Sapt Vargas, 7 chart system; 10 Vargas, 10 chart system, and the final Sodas Vargas, the 16 chart system. Why Maharshi has given the 4 systems? Although his inclination towards the Sodas Vargas to go into the more detail, no question, no doubt about it. And when he was describing the Sodas Vargas, he was saying Nirp Varga to the Sodas Varga. So some of the acharyas, modern acharyas, they interpreting like it's a Nirp Vargas. It means through that Sodas Vargas we can do analysis for the king. we can do analysis of the royal people only. But what is my interpretation, my understanding? Maharshi is saying Sodas Vargas as a Nrip Vargas because Maharshi is considering the Sodas Vargas system is the king of the systems, king of the four systems, best system, because it is giving analysis at the finest microscopic level. That's why Maharshi is saying it's a Sodas Varga as a Nrip Varga. Because if we follow that school of thought, then in that school of thought, Sadvargas is for horary only. So if Sadvargas is for horary only, and we are applying the Sadvargas in horary case, so if the question is arising related to the Santan, related to the progeny, and the D7 is not part of the Sadvargas, then how you apply Sadvargas in that case? So people are coming like that. Sadvargas is for horary, and the Saptvarga is for Muhurt and all. And the Das Varga is for the general people, like general purposes. And the Sodas Varga is for the royal, is for the royal people, is for the kings. But my understanding is, but what Maharshi is referring here, Maharshi is giving this system because the Sadvarga system, there is no D7. So if you don't have to do vichar of the D7 because the native, he doesn't have santan, or there is no question, there is no analysis related to the D7, then go for that one. That's a very light analysis. If we have to, if we have to, if we have to do the analysis related to analysis related to the progeny, then we have to include that D7. And if we include the D7, then we have to go with the Saptvargas, where the Saptvarga system is applicable. And what about if Natis is coming? If you are analyzing about the profession, about the career, about the karma of the native, and you are applying the Saptvargas or Sadvargas, then there is no D10 in your chart system. So in that case, you have to apply Das Vargas. So this is all about the need. So you have to apply your brain, which system is useful for you, what type of situation is, and you have to do the finer analysis, overall complete holistic analysis. Then you have to definitely go for the Sodas Vargas system. So these are the applications. So any sensible astrologer pick the system, which system is applicable in this case, and use that one. So that's why Maharshi had provided there are 4 systems. It's not like that this system is applicable for that, not like that. So it depends upon what is the use. So now, through Vimshopak Bala, the whole idea through the Vimshopak Bala system to understand, to quantify the strength of planet in Vargas. Strength of the planet here means like a effectiveness of the planet in the different charts, in the different Vargas. So effectiveness, how influential planet is in the chart. So for that, some mathematical modeling is required. Then the number, the data will drive how effective the planet is. So this system, this Vimshopak Bala system, that will give you the number. So if you got a 9 planet, and each planet, for example, sun, so what is the bala of the sun? What is the strength of the sun in Vargas? So that will come. That will come after application of this Vimshopak Bala. So now let us come. Let us follow the footprint of Maharshi. What Maharshi is saying. Try to imagine it. Then Maharshi will bless you with the knowledge. I can assume a lot of misinformation is just flying here and there. So better to follow the footprints of great Guru. There is no Maharshi after Maharshi Parashara at all. So let's follow the Maharshi. Let's come in verse number 17 first. Sadvarga. The verse number 17 related to Sadvarga. 6-chart system. Lagna hora driskana kavag suryan sakayiti Trisans chaka sadvarga trivinsopaka krama. First he is defining what is Sadvarga. So he is saying like basic chart D1 Lagna. Lagna is a D1, and then Hora, then Dreskan D3, then Navans D9, and then the Samsa D12, and Trimsansa D30. These 6 Vargas make a system. That system is Sadvarga system. So now each chart will get a value on the scale of 20. So what is the value? So now he's giving the value. Rasnetravdi panchavi bhumayah saptake. He just added the D7 Saptamansa, and then it is Saptvarga system also in front of you. So now in front of you, Sadvarga and Saptvarga system. Now let us immerse in the next verse that will reveal you about the Valas. Sa saptamans ke tatra visvaka panchalochanam traya sadarya duyam sadarya veda dyoratri nayaka astulam phalam cha sanstaya tat sukshama cha tatastataha. So the allocation of the points on the scale of 20 is called Swavishwa. So that is for Sadvarga system, the allocation is 6 point for D1 basic chart Lagna, 2 point for Hora D2 chart, and 4 point for the Dreskan D3. And that for D9 Navansa, 5 point is allocated out of 20, and then Dwadasamsa D12 2 point, Trimsansa D30 1 point. So when you add these, then it will come 20. So this is the allocation on the scale of 20. The charts got this value. This is weightage. This is the weightage of the chart. So you can see here a quick comparative study in Sadvarga system. The Lagna chart is getting more weightage, highest weightage 6 point, and just after Lagna chart, Navansa chart D9 getting weightage of 5 out of 20, and after Lagna Navansa, and after Navansa Dreskon D3. So these charts, so now you can understand the priority, the importance of the chart in the particular system, in Sadvarga system, this is the value, this is the weightage allocated to the charts, different charts. Similarly, in the Satvarga system, he added D7 also. Now the allocation is, because our scale is Vimshopak, so Vinsati, 20, scale of 20. So now the weightage is changing. D1 Lagna chart is 5 point, Hora chart D2 2 point, and the Draskan D3 3 points, and Saptansa D7 1 point, and the Navansa 2.5 point, the value, and Dodasamsa D12 4.5, and Trimsansa is 2. Trimsansa is 2. So here you can say again the highest weightage is with Lagna chart with 5 point out of 20, and after Lagna chart, the after Lagna, the value is going to the Navansa 4.5, and the Samsa, this is the 2.3. So that's a human error. So Navansa 4.5, the more weightage, and then the Samsa 2.5. So that's like you can forgive me for this slip of pen. Now in the next system, after the Saptansa, the next system is like I'm interchanging this one. Das Varga system. So first Das Varga system, see the allocation. Das Varga. Dasa Varga di Gansadhya Kalansa Sri Bhagakaha Trayam Kshetrasya Vigyaya Panchastaya Sakasya Cha Sadhairika Bhaga Sesanam Vishwaka Parikirtitaha. In the Saptvarga system, 7 chart system, when we add 3 additional chart, D10, obviously that's the most important chart, D10 for the 10 Vargas, and then D16, Sodas Vargas, and then D60, Sastyamansa. Then that system becomes the 10 Vargas system. So the allocation is like that, 3 point to the basic chart, to the Lagna chart, and then all the charts except D60 getting 1.5, and D16 is getting high weightage. Here it's very important to understand, in 10 Vargas system, D60 have more weightage. Even D60 is more important than the Lagna chart, than the basic chart, basic natal chart. That's indicating a lot of things, because now you are going to understand why Maharshi is indicating, why Maharshi is saying all the time in previous verses, Sashthyamsa is most important chart. You can see everything through the Sashthyamsa. And when you go to the Sodas, when you go to the next system, Sodas Vargas, There also Shashti-amsa 360 has more weightage, highest weightage. So now we are quickly coming to the Sodas Varga system. Atha vakshye visesanavalambin sopakariyam kramat sodas varganam kshetradinanam prithak prithak. Now he's telling, I'm going to tell you about the Vimshopak related to the Sodas Vargas, allocating the points, weightage, prithak prithak, separately I'm giving you. Now he is giving. Hora trin sansa driskane kuchandra sasinaha kramata kalansasya doyam geyam trayam nandaskasya cha क्षेत्रे सा अर्धचा त्रितयं वेदाः साष्टय सकास्य हि. Up to verse number 23. Allocation done. Swavisva to the Vargas. So now what he is doing in the Sodas Vargas system. In the Sodas Vargas system, he is allocating points. He is allocating points to Rasi chart, Lagna 3.5, Hora 1, Dreskan 1. And then he is going like that 1, 0.5, 0.5, 3, and so on. And the most important thing I just want to highlight here, Shashti-amsa D60, 4 point. So here you can also see the D60, the weightage of D60 is the highest. So in Das Vargas system, in Sodas Vargas system, the weightage, highest weightage allocated to the D60. So that is signifying how important D60 is. And that allocation is done by the Maharshi himself. All the analysis, all the interpretation, the basis is the what Maharshi has allocated. That is the final truth. So in this way, Maharshi has allocated the weightage to each Vargas. So now we have weightage for each Vargas in all the 4 systems. So now Maharshi has revealed this for us. So we understand in Sodas Vargas system, what is the weightage of basic chart, or in Sat Vargas system, or in Das Vargas or Sodas Vargas system. Now, the second most important part, because we are interested to know about the strength of the planet in the different Vargas. So one allocation is also will be provided by the Maharshi in next 2 verses, 24 and 25. Let us come. Ardhamardhasya tu sesanam hetat swaimudaghritam Purnam vinsopakam vinsodhritiha yadadhimitrake. And in 25, Mitre panchadasa proktam samedasa prakirtitam Satrau saptadhisau cha panchavinsopakam bhave. That we'll discuss. First, slowly I'm coming. Right. Now the concept, the 2 technical point, 2 technical terms. Swavisva. So this is the allocation of this For example, in Sarvarga system, basic chart 6 point, Saptavarga system 5 point, and Dasvarga system 3 point, and Sodasvarga system 3.5 point, 3.5. So this number, this weightage of the Vargas in particular chart system is called Swavisva. The technical term given by the Maharshi is Swavisva. And the second technical term is Vargavisva. So Vargavisva, what is Vargavisva? So Vargavisva is based on the relationship of the planet with the Rasi Lord. Because Maharshi has already given instruction in the Vimshopak application of the Vimshopak technique. We are more interested, it's a Rasi specific thing. It's not a Bhav specific thing. We are just dealing with the Rasis. So in the particular Rasi, how planet is feeling. So we are interested in that. We are not interested in like in particular Bhav. What is the condition of the Bhav? We are not interested in that. So in the Rasi, in that Varga, so there might be possibility of that Rasi, that house, that Rasi can be planet's own house. Can be planet's own house, Swavarga. So in that case, the Varga Visva, the point allocation is 20, full marks. Full marks is given. And the second possibility, what can be the second possibility? The house, the Varga, can be of the Adi Mitra Varga. So that belongs to the, that Varga belongs to the Adi Mitra. In that case, 18 point. And then third possibility might be, it's a Mitra Varga. So Mitra Varga, so 15 point has been allocated by the Mahaguru. And then some Vargas, neutral house, neutral Vargas. So 10 point allocated. And there are two remaining possibilities, Satru Vargas, then 7 point, and Ati Satru Vargas, bitter enemy house. So bitter enemy house is 5 point. Bitter enemy is 5 point. It's an enemy, 5 point. So here we are talking about the Adi Mitra or Sam or Satru or Ati Satru. This type of five-fold relationship we are talking here. So when we are going to apply that one to a chart, then in that case, we will think about the Panchadha Maitri. Because it's a Hora specific. So Panchadha Maitri is coming from the Naisargik Maitri and Tatkalik Maitri. And through Naisargik Maitri and Tatkalik Maitri, we do some exercise and then Panchadha Maitri for the particular chart is coming in front of us. And through that Panchadha Maitri concept, we will apply this one, this Varga Visva. That's very important point to know. In Graha Guna Swarupadhyay, Maharshi revealed the Panchadha Maitri very nicely, very clearly. If you want, you can go back to the previous episode related to the Graha Guna Swarupadhyay and you can see again, you can watch again Panchadhamatri if you want, because we are going to apply that one. It's an application science we are going to apply. So that's very important. So this Vimshopak technique is a Rasi specific, and the Panchadhamatri concept will be applied. So that point is important. I'm just reading out this one, verse number 26 and 27, and that will give the basis, the criteria of Vimshopak Bala interpretation, basic interpretation. Because we know this Vimshopak Bala technique will give us a report card of a planet. So all the 9 planets for a native, we will get the balas, and that is the report card, Vimshopak Bala report card. Then you can understand which planet is having more strength and which is less. And more and less we are talking here. So we are here to quantify that one. Then we will get the number, Vimshopak Balas in the number out of 20 scale. And through that number, we have ability to understand. So what Maharshi is saying, what is the ability to understand what Maharshi is saying? We will go first. So let's dive down. Vimshopak Bala Aspashtikaran. Varga Visvaha Swavisvagana Puranavidhat Sati Bhajitaha Visva Phalo Upayogam Tat Panchonam Phaladam Nahi Tat Durvam Swafal Swalpa Phaladam Dasordham Madhyam Asmritam Tithurdham Purna Phaladam Bodhyam Sarvam Khacha Rinam. He's saying here, for your ready reference, I'm using this table also. You got a scale of 20. And now, after applying the concept, Mahasi has gave you the Swaviswa, the weightage for each Vargas in all the 4 systems, whatever system you are following. We have already discussed that's the choice of astrologer, which system he will follow based upon his requirement. There is no set rule for this one by the Maharshi. Maharshi is expecting Maitre. Maitre is at that level. He can apply, he can understand which system is required. So you got a Swa Visva, weightage for each Vargas in the system. Then you got Varga Visva. So it is relative to the planets in the different houses. So what is the relationship with the Rasi? And through that one, through these 2 data, you will apply the concept. You will apply Vimshopak Bala. You will multiply Swavisva to Varga Visva and divided by 20. So when you multiply Swavisva to Varga Visva divided by 20, you will get a value. That value is the Vimshopak Bala of the particular planet. In this way, mathematically, you will get a numerical value of Vimshopak strength, Vimshopak Bala of a planet. The value. So in verse number 26 and 27, Maharshi is saying, with the value, now you will get the indication. If that value is 5 point or below 5, then that planet is not very auspicious, not very influential. Influential and inauspicious or auspicious, it has separate meaning. But for that native, that planet is not very auspicious. It means the bal, it's not very effective. That can be a better interpretation. Inauspicious and auspicious thing can be derived from the yogas, how that planet is arranged in the particular chart. And then if the value is between 5 to 10, then some good results. And the between 10 to 15, then it's in the middle, mediocre result. And if the Vimshopak Bala is 15 to 20, then that's very good. That's the auspicious one. So this is the technique. This is the technique how we will calculate Vimshopak Bala for a particular chart. In the next episode, we will go through Maharshi. Maharshi will give us 4 additional verses for the interpretation of the results. Although he has already provided the Surya Sodhan thing. And then we will do one example. We will apply this technique in that example. Then your concept will be more clear. In the meantime, you can go through this technique of Vimshopak Bala, what Maharshi has just revealed to Maitreya, to his beloved student. Thank you very much for watching. Related to technique, if you have any doubt, feel free to ask. We will go through example in the next episode 62 and interpretation. We will do the example and we will do the interpretation. Then concept will be more clear. In the end, I will pray for you and pray for everyone. Om Asuto ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Santi Santi Santi. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.